Last year, I grew my Monster Dorset Naga chili plant in this exact pot. It's a massive 160 liters. Now, I'm not going to be using this again this year. While this pot will give me an impressive looking plant with massive foliage and very tall and bushy, the problem is when you live in a climate similar to what we do here in the UK, your season is not as long as the plant would actually like. When you consider that a pot like this might take 2 weeks longer for the roots to actually hit the sides and start pushing the growth up to the pods and the flowers, those 2 weeks can mean a heck of a lot when you get towards the end of the season. And I found that last year. The plant I grew in the 90-litre pot put out more pods, even though the plant was actually quite a bit smaller than the one that was in here. So this year, I'm going to be using a 90-litre pot. Let's go and fetch the Dorset Naga plant that I'm going to be potting up into soil today. Look at this absolutely gorgeous growth. It's very symmetrical, which is exactly what I want to see. I don't want it being too heavy on one side or the other. But the one thing to really point out is all this new growth down below. Now, I have been stimulating that growth by using a concoction that I've made up with some vermicompost and some molasses and a few other things. I've got a video where I talk about this compost tea, and I'll leave a link for that down in the description. Now, the monster plant I grew last year, by this time of the year, it was quite a bit bigger than this plant. However, that plant was actually about a month older than this. By the way, if you aren't already using Seedsio, it's an app I've built that helps you track your plants, take photos, share with others, compare your plant's progress to previous seasons, and it is fully free. So this plant was planted on the 17th of February. Last year's plant was started more than a month earlier. But still, the growth here is looking good, and it will be interesting to see how we end up at the end of the season. I'm using the basic soil recipe that I've shared with you guys in a few videos now. I will leave a link down in the description in case you haven't seen it. I will be making a few little changes because obviously this is a competition and I'm going to do everything I can to optimize the growth. There is one big change I will be making, and that is the bottom layer, around about the bottom third of this pot is going to be a little bit of a different mix. Because of the pot size, you don't want everything compacting down at the bottom. So you've got to make sure your mix is able to handle any sort of compacting so that your roots can spread through them still. All I'm doing here is, instead of doing my normal 10 parts compost with 1 part vermiculite, 1 part perlite, I'm actually doing it pretty much 1 part perlite, 1 part vermiculite, and 1 part compost. This makes a far fluffier mix, and it really allows the roots to spread nicely. Another tip for you to save you some time and some money is, if you are using mycorrhizal fungus, then don't bother putting it in the bottom half of this tub. There's no need for it whatsoever. When you are potting up your plant into this pot, make sure that the top layer has a little bit of extra mycorrhizal fungus, and that will spread nicely throughout the entire pot as the season progresses. In fact, if you've used mycorrhizal fungus before you got to this potting up stage, then there's no need to add any more because it's a living organism and it'll continue to grow throughout the season as you pot it up into this large pot. There you have it, my soil contender for the Pepper Geek competition in its final pot, ready for the rest of the season. I cannot wait to see how it ends up later on this year. Have a look at Pepper Geek's videos. He's recently potted up his version. I think he's actually a little bit ahead of me in terms of the soil version, but I think I'm quite a bit ahead of him in the hydroponics one that I have inside the greenhouse. I'll leave a link down below. You can see how that one's progressing as well. Make sure you are subscribed if you want to see how this plant gets on and my hydroponics one gets on, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I do around chilies. I really appreciate you clicking that subscribe button and the little bell icon. It really helps the channel out. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and until then, stay spicy.